Okay, so I have the answer key to the climb the ladder activity that you just completed today. So I would like you to listen to the video and as I go over explanations, check your work. Please make sure you're correcting any mistakes as you go. Number 1, the relationship between these two angles is neither. When you add 24 plus 58, you do not get 90 or 180. Number 2, those angles are complementary. 20 plus 70 is 90. Number 3, these angles are supplementary. They're both right angles, which means they measure 90 degrees. 90 plus 90 is 180. Number 4, 119 plus 61 is also 180, so we get supplementary. And the same with number 5, 77 plus 103 is 180, so those angles are also supplementary. Moving on to the second ladder. Number 1, you're told that the supplement of n is 45, so we're going to find the measure of angle n. 45 plus the measure of angle n is 180. Subtracting 45 from both sides gives us that the measure of angle n is 135 for number 1. For number 2, we're told that the complement of k is 12. So that means that 12 plus the measure of angle k equals 90. Subtracting 12 from both sides, and the measure of angle k equals 78. Number 3 is kind of tricky. There's really two parts here. First, we're told that the complement of j is 38. Okay, so we're going to do exactly what we did in problem number 2. 38 plus the measure of angle j equals 90, subtracting 38 from both sides, and you can see here in the middle we get that the measure of angle j is 52, but that's not what we were asked to find. If you go ahead and read the next question, it says, what is the supplement of j? Well, I just found out what j is through its complement. The measure of angle j, which is 52, plus x, which is its supplement, I don't know what it is yet, that's what I'm trying to find, equals 180. Now I'm going to subtract 52 from both sides, and I get that x, or the supplement of j, is 128 degrees. In 4 and 5, you were supposed to write an equation for each description. So in number 4, x plus 114 equals 180. Those are supplementary angles because they form a straight line. We're going to subtract 114 from both sides. We get that x equals 66. In number 5, these two angles are complementary, so 3x plus 27 equals 90. Subtracting 27 from both sides, we get 3x equals 63. Dividing both sides by 3, and we get that x equals 21. We were not asked to plug that back in, just to solve for x on 4 and 5. The next ladder just had two problems on it that we did. We actually skipped problem number 3. So I'm going to kind of put this where you can see both problems work, but just make sure that you're not, trying to copy ahead and you're just really listening to how I'm explaining it. So first it said to sketch a diagram using each set of information, then find the measure of each angle. So the diagram I have drawn there is a straight line with two adjacent angles. I numbered them 1 and 2 because those are the numbers of the angles in the problem. So we're told that angles 1 and 2 are supplementary. That means we're going to add them up and set them equal to 180. So 3x plus 13, which is the measure of angle 1, plus x plus 7, which is the measure of angle 2, equals 180. Simplified the left side into 4x plus 20, solving that equation by subtracting 20 from both sides, then dividing both sides by 4, we get that x equals 40. But this isn't where we stop because we're asked to find the measure of each angle. So I have to take that 40 that I got for x, and I need to substitute it in for x for both of these angles. And you can see that work is here, which is where I get the final answers. The measure of angle 1 is 3x plus 13, so we're going to plug 40 in for x. 3 times 40 is 120, plus 13 is 133. For the measure of angle 2, 40 is x, so x plus 7, 40 plus 7 is 47. In problem 2, the first sketch is kind of down below there on the left-hand side. It's a right angle. It's two adjacent angles that make it up, and they're labeled B and C from the problem. So here we're told they're complementary, which means we're going to add them up and set them equal to 90. So we get 0.5x minus 22, which is the measure of angle B, plus x minus 14, which is the measure of angle C, equals 90. So I simplified that to 1 1/2, or 1.5x minus 36 equals 90. adding 36 to both sides, dividing both sides by 1.5, we get x equals 84. But again, this is not where you stop. We're going to take that 84 and we're going to plug it in for both of the x's in angle B and angle C. And you can see that work here, where we get a final answer of 20 for the measure of angle B, 20 degrees, and 70 degrees for the measure of angle C. Please make sure you have your name at the top of this, and this does need to be turned into the tray.